Today I got another electric skateboard. Let's go ahead and get that ready. Alright, so here we go. I want to tell you that while Boosted Board may have the best name recognition, the best marketing, may have been around for a while, there are a lot of great options. Some of them may suit you even better than the Boosted Board. The folks at Vestar wanted me to try out their electric skateboard. They saw that I had tried out my first ever electric skateboard a few videos ago, and it was a hub motor. What they have going for them is they have a dual belt motor system with their board. It looks very similar to the Boosted Board. It's almost like a Boosted Board clone. This handle seems to be pretty common with a lot of the Chinese electric skateboards. And so let's see what comes in this box. The standard charger, the remote charger cable, skate tool, sort of bumper devices, and then we've got our start guide. The board itself is made of 6 layers of maple, 2 layers of bamboo, which makes the board more flexible. And there you can see that nice bamboo finish there on the bottom. Very nice. You've got the Vestar logo etched in there. You have your components here. Looks like this is where you charge. So these are belt motors, different from the hub motors. With the hub motors, the motor is actually hidden in the wheel. With the belt motors, you have the motor system like so. You're able to have more torque, faster acceleration, better uphill climbing ability. Let's see if we can power this on. Oh, you hear that? So you can see the interface is very Spartan. There's no screen or anything to tell you your speed or your battery charge. I really do believe that this board has a certain market that it appeals to, and it's the budget-minded market. This guy goes for just over 500 bucks, and on sale you can get it for $500. This guy clocks in at 25 miles an hour and 15 miles range. I did some research. Speed tests were able to get this up to around 25 miles an hour, and then on distance tests with real-world conditions, they were able to get this around over 12 miles of range. So kind of expected if you're riding with hills. I mean, it varies depending on your weight and the riding conditions. Basically, the specs of a boosted board in terms of speed and range, you can get a Vestar V2 Pro for 1/3 the cost. You got that right. So if I were to look on Boosted's website, the Boosted Stealth, their top-of-the-line Stealth, goes for $1,600 bucks, $1,599. The Vestar V2 Pro, brand new, with discounts, you can get it for just over $500. All right, so that's not bad. It's 1/3 the cost. The thing, though, is don't expect to get the quality of a boosted board at 1/3 the cost. So the quality is going to be a little bit less. The other thing, too, is since Boosted has been around longer, they have a more robust support system. If you are to have problems with your board, you can get repairs done easier that way. They've come a long ways. They've made a lot of improvements with the shortcomings of the first generation board. They've replaced the ESC. The ESC is the electric skateboard control. It's basically the brains of your skateboard. It's what controls or is a large part of your experience of riding this. It controls your speed, your acceleration, your braking. They've upgraded it to a more robust ESC. I think it's called the Hobbywing ESC. Of course, speed and distance isn't everything, all right? At 1/3 the cost, you're going to get a product that is not as refined as the boosted board, but this board, the Vestar V2 Pro, it'll get you where you want to go. It'll get you there fast because this is a fast board, and it'll be able to go the distance. When it comes time to upgrade, that money that you've saved may be enough to get the next biggest and greatest thing available in the market. All right, I'm going to test the Vestar V2 Pro, and I'll report back to you what I think about this belt-driven system. So let me tell you quickly, story time. As a kid, I never skateboarded because I had parents that were typical immigrant Asian parents who felt like skateboarding was a waste of time. Basically anything that wasn't piano or schoolwork was a waste of time, and so that's pretty much what I spent a lot of my childhood doing. But during my freshman year at UCLA, I was living in Hedrick Halls. If any of you are familiar with the campus of UCLA, even though Hedrick Halls is on campus, it's way up high on this hill, and you have to walk a long ways to get into the main campus to attend your classes. And so I would take this walk every day, and I would be really envious of the guys on their skateboard zipping off to class. Fast forward to today, if I were a college kid, I would definitely get a skateboard, and not just any skateboard, an electric skateboard, because even though those guys were zipping down the hill on their way to class, at the end of the day, going back to the dorms, you had to trek it back uphill, and that was really tough, and there are stairs. And so that's where I feel like something like this would be totally handy. It's not very heavy, 16 pounds, hold it nicely with this handle. You could trek this upstairs, you could ride this up hills. If I were budget minded and I needed a budget board, this would be the board that I would be very interested in. Alright guys, so I've been riding the Vestar V2 Pro for a couple days now, and I wanted to give a couple of my impressions on this board, my thoughts. It's really hot out, so I found this little shady spot here so we can hang out. This is my second electric board. Most of my experiences with the Onewheel and the electric unicycle, I feel very comfortable on those things. The Vestar V2 Pro, a lot of fun. It's got a lot of power, a lot of pick up and go. Couple nuances, it's not as smooth as the other board that I've ridden, and just by riding it, you can tell this is a budget board, okay? You're going to go fast, you're going to go far, just like the specs say. I think this is a great board for anyone on a budget looking to get into the sport. If I were to draw a Venn diagram, let's see, I've got a piece of paper. I came prepared. If I were to have a Venn diagram, in the perfect world, I think there are three main categories that you want to fulfill with any large purchase, any product that you buy. I think price is a big factor, performance, and in that I'm going to put quality. And over here I'm going to put specs. And also in specs I'm going to put needs, what you need. So in the ideal world, in the perfect world, we'd want all three of these categories fulfilled. We'd want to be right there, that happy spot right there, where we have the perfect price, the specs that we want, and the performance that we desire. We don't live in a perfect world, we live in the real world. And I think in the real world, we're happy to have two of any of these three. In this case, the Vestar V2 Pro fulfills the price. It's a great price at 1/3 the cost of the top of the line boosted. We get the specs and the needs we want. We can go as far as we want, as fast as we want, compared to just comparable to the boosted. Performance and quality though, it still has little, issues with it being a little jerky when you're accelerating, especially up hills. Braking wasn't super smooth, but it did the job. I think this is a great beginner board. If you were to look at this and think boosted, the boosted stealth, you're not going to get it for a good price. It's going to be expensive. You'll get the specs you need, you'll get the quality and the performance you expect. My Venn diagram for you guys. The need that I think this fills is it's a solid board, it goes fast, it goes far, and for the price point, less than 1/3 the cost of a boosted stealth, I don't think you can go wrong if you're looking for a budget board or you're looking to get into the sport or the hobby of electric skateboarding. This is a great way to get started without breaking the bank, without having to learn how to do it yourself. If you want to ride a belt-driven motor for $500 and to go as fast and as far as a boosted stealth, this may be the guy you're looking for. Thanks for watching.